This is one of those awesome mangas that just gets progressively weirder as it goes. It reminds me of some really great, actually Japanese cinema that I've seen. Uzumaki or Uzumaki. Either way, it translates, I think, quite literally to spirals. And it's about this girl Kiri and her boyfriend and basically her whole town, and things just get out of control. And it's weird to think that Adult Swim is going to turn essentially like 3 volumes of I forget the word, tabunako or whatever. Um, it's essentially like 3 volumes of manga into only 4 episodes of a TV show. But I think it actually will work because it's kind of broken up into like 19 short stories, and I don't know if all of them really need to be included to tell the story. I know at the beginning of each of these, so it is like of each 3 volumes. At the beginning of each, in this version of it at least, it does have color for the first couple issues, or the first couple pages, and then it switches to its creepy black and white. And yeah, it's such an interesting story. It has to do with, like, people are seeing spirals everywhere they go. Um, I'm just looking forward to seeing the TV show version of this. Like, it's gonna open with that creepy moment of she looks down this alleyway and sees her friend's dad just staring at a wall, and it's just so unnerving, and I can't wait to hear that with eerie music leading into it. But it does feel a lot like a series of, like, the first two thirds of it feel kind of like a series of short stories about the town, and then everything really kind of hits the fan in the third act. There's just everything that could go wrong does go wrong, and it's really, really messed up. It actually reminds me, like, the style of, like, how the, I guess, horror element of this story starts building. It gradually builds, but it always gets to that point where as you're reading it, you're like, how did it get to this point? And you know what movie I would compare this maybe the most to? That one right there. Gozu, from the director of that movie, Audition. So if you're familiar with this one, because a lot of people are, check out this one. And if you like this one, I mean, like, this is a much more R-rated-y kind of idea, but it's something's just wrong with this town, and it gets weirder and weirder. And it probably means something too, but, like, I'm not gonna spoil. I really don't want to spoil this because it's that good. But it's that perfect creepy vibe that I love. And there's some body horror chapters. Hold on, let me find that. All right, I found it. It's chapter 7. It's called The Snail. And there's this one kid that's just slowly getting grosser and grosser and turning into a snail. And he's getting bullied by this one kid. And you think, oh, he's gonna, like, get some snail powers or something. No, he just turns into a snail. And the kids end up having to lock him in a cage outside the school, and then the bully's still bullying him and poking him with a stick. Like, it's so disturbing. It's like, no, there's no hero of this. The bully, there's something does happen to the bully, but it's not like, it's not like that kid ever stops being a snail. He's just a snail for the rest of the thing, and I think at some point he just dies. Okay, that is a spoiler, but it's such a sub character. But, like, that was one of those chapters that when you read it, it just hits you, and it's just so unnerving. I'm really looking forward to when this does get made into a television series. They're going to do 4 episodes, and I think it could work with 4 episodes. Like, I know there's a lot that goes on, and I feel like maybe the last third of this book might have to be like half the series, because that's when everything starts getting ramped up and they're trying to figure out, why is this happening, what is the deal with the spirals. And the great thing about this book is it's kind of like if anyone ever saw the movie The Number 23, because you can really let your mind get away with you with how often you'll see spirals after reading this and start getting creeped out, like, what if they're taking over. And another great thing, actually, that's the other reason I'd say it reminds me of Gozu. You don't really get answers very often as to what exactly is going on, and I think that really helps to the creepiness and almost the H.P. Lovecraft style of it. I did look up a bit about this author. I really don't know too much other than H.P. Lovecraft, it turns out, is one of his two biggest inspirations. The other is another artist in Japan that his name escapes me, and I don't feel like looking it up, and it's probably not that important who people's influences are, but I think H.P. Lovecraft's pretty important. I did get one other book by him that was also a series of short horror stories, and I think actually I still have 2 stories left to read in it, but there's at least 2 or 3 of them that give some of the same vibe as this book, as Uzumaki. But no, I strongly recommend go check out the trailer for the TV series, and if that looks like something interesting, maybe that'll make you interested in reading the manga. Because that's how I ended up reading it. I saw that trailer and I was like, I need to get in on this, because I have a feeling this is going to be the TV series, hopefully, is going to be like one of those cult classic kind of things. That kind of like, did you see that show on Adult Swim, that Uzumaki thing? Or I guess it's Toonami, but like it's a division of Adult Swim. I'm looking so forward to that, and unfortunately, it's been delayed all the way until. But that gives me, time to read it a second time, and I probably will. So, check it out. Thank you for watching. And, as always, stay cuddly. Aww.